Cabin Crew Flight Simulator, and I did check something. There's still, I'd say, one thing in this game. Like, it's my best guess for if you played this recently or whenever, when they have had the YouTubers and celebrities that have a chance to show up on your ship, right? They could both be on at the same time, like in the same flight. YouTubers, obviously, like if you know, they just seem to give more money. They're more generous. The celebs sometimes are really stingy. Whatever it is that there's probably something. It might be the seats or something like that, because they usually say something sometimes negative, like, oh, this is, I'm only flying this because my private plane isn't, stuff like that. But whatever, YouTubers are still better on flights. I did learn some more stuff. I was just testing it to see. So, for example, we're going to go with the first plane, right? I would say always, if you want to get, like, the fastest, always buy this upgrade, the Glass Jetway. It literally just, like, if you haven't used it, you should get it. Like, it upgrades the time you take, like, I think twice as fast you get off and on the plane. So this is 417. I never fiddled with this plane. I would only do it for, like, if I'm trying to do quests for that extra Robux, like the quests, there's a lot of them. You can do those for extra Skybucks. It helps. Definitely would want to use this plane. It's faster. So this can only have economy seats, right? If you go to see layout, well, this one clearly you can't customize. Actually, yeah, it doesn't seem like you can customize anything yet, right? I have the best seat in here. Yeah, this one is this is a little different. Like, you can apparently in this this is the only plane that you can adjust the leg room. There is experimenting. I'll show you what I mean by that, because I did it myself, and like right now, 0 leg room. We have 17 rows you can have. You make 615, which is 200 more than what it said before, 417. But it seems like 25 is pretty much like the best. If you really don't care, then go ahead. But this is 505, but this is one part of it. You're still gonna have to deal with a lot of the other stuff. So if I just did max, you get way less, obviously. So if I put it back, it's definitely easier to just type it in, unless type it in, just, you don't need to put the percentage in. This has 14, right? It's a little bit less, but also the seats. So what I mean by that, I have the best seat equipped, right? So if I equip the basic one, okay, sometimes you have to click on a different one for it to work. So seat layout, it's still the same, right? There's no increase. There's no extra seat rows, right? This plane may be the only exception of it. Never gets any extra seat rows unless you adjust the legroom. If not, I can definitely show you. Yeah, it still says 14 no matter which seat I equip. Oh, yeah, see, the second I went down to one of these, it's like these bottom best seats, they're the most comfortable. Okay, so for some reason, this is the one that drops down one extra row. I don't know why, and that one. So, see, this is where the experimenting is. You can have as much leg room as you want, your choice, but 25 is the best. Seems to be the just the most optimized one. Then you want to pick the right seat. So this one, I get 14. You want to try to get as many rows. If you're just gonna do, If you're doing it by yourself, then it is pick and choose, but you at least want to do, if you even have the lowest plane as 1, you could do it with a friend, or you can have it be have the AI, right, like the assistants, the attendants, help you out. That is pretty much what you want to do. You switch it to hard mode, you turn off all emergencies, everything, right? If you're going to AFK and do multiple flights, that's what you would want to do. Like semi-AFK, sorry, you still have to open up all the luggage, cargo things, whatever, the overhead. Open all those, close and open the door, and that's literally it. You have hard mode, you have your attendants take care of all the passengers, and you'll make a lot of money. And if you adjust this seat thing, and there's a few other things, I'll show you that after this. So this plane, I will go now to another one and show you. Okay, this one. Okay, customize this one. It has a few extra seats, but as you could see, like, this is 500. Like, this goes up. This shows you the basic amount. If you fiddle with the settings of legroom, all that stuff, you'll get as much money as you possibly can. It's always good to get that upgrade for all the planes. And it all depends if you want to get, like, if you're farming money, go do the semi-AFK thing. But if you're actively playing, you want the immerse stuff, put all the things you want on. Keep it on, like, medium difficulty. Emergencies, whatever. All the stuff you want if you're playing the game. Don't have it on if you do not, because literally, one thing, it doesn't happen often unless it's an emergency. Passengers lost is a significant drop in the money, because that would make sense. So yeah, if I go, like, see, we just keep going up, the money increases. It'll increase the more. So I bought this plane, but I still need, like, 1 or 2 more attendants, 1 more. You can see it doubles. That doubled because I changed some of the settings, but yeah, if I go in here again, show you guys one more time, you always want to make sure you check out the settings. So, seat layout. This is the first ship that gives you first class, which honestly, these have bigger. They possibly have a much higher chance of giving you having a YouTuber or celebrity spawn because the seats are much more comfortable. You have to do more work, but if you end up getting those, it's just like you have to just test it like so many times. Like each flight, just do 1 of each of these, 25% legroom. Find the best seats. You obviously want to buy all the seat upgrades. Like, you could do, like, in this one, I found that premium for some reason. In this plane, okay, let me go over it. Ecom, so I can actually show you. So max seat rows, this went up, like, how much was it? 4 or something hundred skybucks. There's 216 seats now. If I go back and I just cycle through these, 210 seats, 204. As you can see, for some reason, sometimes the seats, depending on which one you pick, if you want the most money, then just go ahead and get the seat that gives the most amount of rows. It does seem like the more expensive and the last seats give less. Like, look at that, 192. That's what I had before, and it was 3,400. This almost gives 4,000, which is huge. And obviously, if you get a YouTuber or a celeb, those are like common things that happen. Like, they will happen all the time. They're good. They're not a bad one. So this It dropped. That last one, for some reason, gave me 4,000, so I guess you also want to pay attention to the buddy. So 192 for 3,670. So if I go back to this one, this gives me a few more seeds, but a lot more money. This one, though, it was strange. Okay, now it seems to give me the same, so let's just keep scrolling through it. Yeah, so it definitely, the money doesn't change only when the amount of total seats change, you know. Like this is 204, and that's a pretty good amount of money. This is the best economy seat, the premium one. Premium seat. Now, if I go to business, we go over here, right? The money drops, but again, it's all in the possibly a higher chance. It's all about the RNG, because I've seen this happen plenty of times. To where you can get the YouTuber or the celebrity in a row multiple times. So the seat I'm using for business, you also want to get all the seats, no matter if you're using it or not. You get extra money. It literally says at the end of a flight, all seat upgrades, all location, all food and drink. And for the flight and the safety, you have to have the same, like, the same, you want to have the pilots for that ship. For some reason, you can still use the first one for the first plane. You just have to buy a ton of them and level them up. If you want to get the maximum money, that is honestly the best way to do it. I have seen, like, I have also done it with you get more money for the safety fee, the safety one. Like, the review is how many times you made a mistake, asking, oh, do you want a drink? And you give them the wrong one or something like that. But yeah, anyway, let's business. So I'm using the first one, right? No. Okay, first seat, right? 192 seats. The next one is a little bit less. Yeah, that makes sense. Sometimes these seats do, depending on the ship, the airplane, because you could see those two are the same. 198, 192. The 198 seemed to be the most. I lost a lot. Look at that. This is why you want to check out what seats you have. Because some of them, that gave me a little more. Like, even if it's not the highest, the best seat, I don't have this one yet because it costs a lot, 13,500. But yeah, it seemed like, what seat was the best? Was it the basic seat, or what are these? Let me see. 192. I think 192 is it. There will possibly be two that give the same. So it just depends. Like, this is, oh, it was these two. These two are 192, which is the maximum you can get on this, unless you get rid of the leg room. I don't even know if I have a first class. I think I have some first class seats. Yeah, they may give you the first one for free. I don't know. But buying these are necessary, because if I check the layout. This is 48. Look at this is a real chungus. Like, let's just go and zoom. Let's just zoom in here a bit. Pick that one, right? Let me go to seat layout. Look at these chunky boys. Oh my gosh. Okay, I can see why. This might be there's a chance of a guaranteed of you getting YouTubers and celebrities if you use first class. You can also pick how, like, do you want to have a few first class and business, or you can choose, like, the way you want to have these. You just have to go in here and adjust some seat rows, right? Like, you could have a few of these in the front, whatever. You pick how you want the layout, right? But you definitely would want to get all the seats, because it increases the money you get when you have those. So I go back and I will use the first plane for a example, because I have to show you guys. So this one, I think it was 14 is the max you could have. I don't even remember. So economy, right? Because that's the only one you could have. And this 14. So it does change how much you get, how many of these you get, right? Yep. Okay. So it doesn't look like it's gonna go up for 14. 14 is the minimum. Or sorry, the maximum. What am I saying? The minimum. 13 is the minimum you can get if you with the seats. If you just the legroom, you'll get more. So this is the best seat. Seems like in this ship. In the others, you can just test and see which ones give you more legroom. So let me do this one. Let's you book a flight, and I'll show you what I mean with the. Also, this is another important thing. Like, you click on this, it tells you how many people will show up. Always, like, this might have been in the game for a long time. I don't remember. Try to find the one with the biggest bar filled. You could always click on this to see if you're not sure. These are very similar. This says 65. This says 70, so you definitely want to go the one with the bigger bar, like this one. This has 70% chance to be pretty much full, right? So they always update it, and you want to have, like I said, all of the food for each class. You have to have the class seats equipped, and you have to pay for it, for the adjustment, right? So this is $469. And this part, I think it's this one. Yeah, so you see it says you could also customize your guys. This says this is for this ship. And if you click this right here, see it says this is only for this specific crew, these pilots. Like, you would have to buy all the others, which it seems like these are the cheapest to get. But if you care a lot about getting the most money without like having to buy 2 times Skybucks or whatever, you could certainly do that. But if you want to get the most for the pilots, you gotta always buy this. So I could do 2 flights, one with the other plane, right? The other, actually I can do the same and show you what it does. This should be very quick. I was definitely trying to make this quicker, but I was trying to make this quicker, and I had to check something. I had to make sure I was not talking to myself. So we start boarding, and you will see it's definitely a huge thing taking care of the seat, the legroom, the seats. Oh gosh, hello. So I think normally before you had I had at least a few less seats, but whatever. That is pretty much for, I'd say, all the plane stuff. Like, you want to make sure you do that. So everybody's already
Hello,
in.
ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain. Welcome
So yeah,
it
is.
We're expecting a smooth ride today, so the seatbelt sign
You
should
definitely
remain off for most
want
of the flight.
medium if
Thanks
you're
for flying with us,
actively
and once
playing.
again, welcome aboard.
Because I could have sworn that I have not messed up, like, rarely. Okay, seatbelt for you. Seatbelt. Why is it always the seatbelt, people? Is that the seatbelt? Yes. Because they're not laying back. There's nothing else. But yes.
Flight attendants, please be seated.
I have the pilots. You don't have to level up the other pilots or buy them, but if you want to get that extra money, like, you'll see at the end, I chose this because it's like a few minutes,
this is your captain
right?
from the flight deck.
What would you like? Are they a celebrity? I think they are. Why I say that is because they usually wear a hat and glasses, trying to hide, sometimes they talk to themselves and say, I hope nobody notices me, or they say ridiculous stuff like that. But they end up usually giving you, it's either crappy or a really good amount of money. Bagel, okay. So yeah, getting them can boost your money. So, fruit plate. There's a chance to get just so much more money if you have a celeb or YouTuber. It's usually the YouTuber, like I said, they're more generous for some reason. Unlike, you know, the celebs, like sometimes it just gives so little. I don't know why. Let's see. OJ. Nope, that is not OJ. Okay. You drink, sir. Sprite. But yeah, you guys will see at the end what I mean by it. Because I haven't got it to 5 stars. I could have got some of them. Like, they added more seats for, I believe, first class. So it's like, yep, see, I usually fly private jets. That's the YouTuber. You know they wear this when they are one. It's like a dead
This is your
giveaway.
captain from the flight deck. We have started our initial descent and we'll be landing soon.
But I will see. Oh my gosh, nobody look at me. I bet. Who the freak says that? If you're trying to be. If this was real life, you would have gotten noticed immediately. But, whatever.
Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
Yeah, so you. Bleh, words. You guys will see what I mean when we land. Seatbelt, sit up, seatbelt. It's always the seatbelt. In the front person, if there's no tray, or it's usually, if you play it enough, then you will most definitely notice. You'll just get good enough to just be able to click it really fast. Be like, okay, no seatbelt, tray, or they're sitting back. But yeah. You guys, let's see how much money we get after I open this. Yeah, I also skipped the other stuff to be faster. Okay. Open all of these. Let's see, how much? So, okay, so this time, so, yeah, see, I don't need to give you much. This is why these celebs are so stingy. Now, there's a I think there is a chance. If you, oh yeah, I almost forgot about it. If you have better seats, if you have better seats in the better classes, I believe they'll give you more money. That would make sense because they're more comfortable, right? But as you can see, this is almost 5. I'm missing 6 seats. Now, I believe getting that up, it will increase a lot. Like, this service seems to be like, see, I didn't do any mistakes. Now, one thing to keep in mind with, like, the AI, if you're serving with them, make sure you're, like, behind a few. Because apparently, if you and the AI talk to them and say, what would you like? That apparently counts as a mistake. I've noticed that. I have done that. So, if they're serving and they're fast or whatever, just make sure you back up. Because this gives the most money. This, as you can see, I had no problems. It gave me max money. It's full 5 stars. You want to try to get 5 stars. This would be high. I would probably make over 600 or more when I get all the seats. This is first class. What just happened? You just did. It just literally this plane just despawned. Whatever. That's never happened because I normally never sat there that way. But yeah, you guys can tell. That's a ton of money. Like you want to do. If you want to get the most amount, just make sure you get the pilots. Get the pilots, level them up. They're not hard to get that high. I pretty much maxed mine out. Like you just get you get twice as the amount of money and stuff from using the pilots for that specific plane. So if I, let's just do another one real quick. But I will use this plane, right? We'll use this one. I will check the seats. I don't know if I did this. But this is all four of you care about making the most money. So seat layout. Oh gosh, yeah, this is, I have not touched this plane since I think I bought it. And it was at default, so yes. Economy. So, there is only economy. 20 seats, right? 18, 20, okay. So it might be the same. Wow, this has a lot more. I would definitely recommend having the best seat you can with maximum, with as many rows you can, like this one seems to be 20, right? So it seems like this, was it that one? No. So the TV plus seat is the best one. So I'll exit. I have 20, and you guys will see. I made a lot. 89 bucks. This is 655. Because I adjusted it, you can just see how much more money you make. It's huge. It's absolutely awesome. Make sure you also pay attention to this. Like, the amount of people that show up will most definitely determine how much money you make. Make sure you have all of your food, drinks. Sorry, I am not trying to repeat it. Also, apparently, wait, I don't know why. I think it so auto selects the one, but no. I'm going to select this just to show you guys what exactly, how much less money I would make if I used this one. Let's just walk all the way over here. Because you can level it up on any plane, right? But that is definitely just for farming it up. Like, you want to make sure you get all your pilots, your are they attendants? They're like, I think they are. The attendants, and what was the, oh yeah, if you do a back-to-back flight, it was added, like the cleaning crew. Even if you clean up all the stuff, the junk, you can really only help clean the bathrooms. Like, that's all you can do. They pretty much have invisible trash they have to clean up. That's why cleaning it up yourself does not do anything. Oh yeah, the other two things before I forget this one. You can upgrade this to have them load in faster. So you can literally have these people, I would think it goes up to a possibility of 50 to 100% faster. Oh, excuse me. So pretty much you can make money even faster doing that, but unless you're making money like crazy in the bigger ships, I would not do that. I would just get it up maybe one level because they go 7% faster. And the alliances are something
Hello, ladies
new.
and gentlemen. This is your captain for the flight
I will
deck.
have to show that
Welcome
real
aboard
quick.
the
Like,
flight.
look at this.
We're
This is
expecting a smooth ride today, so the seatbelt
this is a
sign
much,
should remain off for
it
most of the
feels
flight.
smaller, but
Thanks for
there's
flying with us, and
more
once again,
people
welcome aboard.
in the plane, right? Which is totally fine. And they also add stuff like this, like the realistic things. They're gonna update soon. But the alliance was something that can also get you more money. Like, if you have a lot of people, like, even you don't even have to be actively playing the game. You could just be AFK. There's also cell phones, people. Cell phone. You could tell them to turn it off. They can now apparently refuse to turn it off. It is the funniest thing ever. Dude, it's so funny. I was telling somebody to get off the phone multiple times, and they're like, bro, chill or I'll block you. I'm like, block me? I'm literally in front of you. What are you... It was the dumbest thing ever, bro. I wish they would have said that to me.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
But yeah, that's stuff like that added in this game is honestly really cool and nice. No, pretzels, not pretzels. It's very nice to have like that. Like, even if it's just a realistic thing added, honestly, in this type of game, I think it's actually really nice. It makes for funny, but also really good. Okay, sorry about that. Someone was knocking on my door. Yeah, I was talking about the realistic stuff in this and all. Very nice. It does, honestly, in many games, it also makes it feel better, like weather, whatever. Small stuff like that could just make, like, playing or even just enjoying the scenery, making those games so much more enjoyable. Because it almost sometimes feels like you're actually in the game, which is really cool. Yeah, the realistic stuff, I'd have to say, is probably like, it's very nice to have that in this, that they're adding more of it. Let's see, ginger ale. But all of that stuff I said is like the, what was it? Oh yeah, I was still finished talking about the Alliance. Alliance in these games, you can literally get, like, you want to join one. You, like I said, you don't have to be active. You could do the semi-AFK. Have your AI do all the work. Turn off all emergencies, all things to stop you. That will stop you. And make sure you turn on hard mode. Have the AI literally just have them do all the work. They will not mess up. You'll get a lot of money. It's a bit slower until you level them up, but it makes it be so much faster when you get them up. Guava juice. But it is nice to do that, to level them up if you're wanting to enjoy and do the bigger planes. Like, it's the thing you would want to do if you're going to try to farm money. Just certainly do those things with the planes, adjusting them, and you will probably find yourself making more money than you probably would have before. I actually didn't realize some seats do that. I'm like, I thought it was the bigger seats that changed how much rows you get. Nope. It can determine based off of the specific seat. It doesn't matter if it's bigger or not. But yeah,
From the flight deck.
whoops,
We have started our
all of
initial
that
descent
stuff
and we'll be landing
is
soon. Thanks for
definitely
flying
helpful.
with us, and we hope to see you
The
again
Alliance, I'd have to say the Alliance, like, being one, you apparently, like, the extra money you get, like, I'll show you at the end because I'm in one. It costs a few to join, which is totally fine. Like, it's worth it. You honestly get a bit of a bonus. It's based off the level.
Flight
So if
attendants,
you're
please wait for the captain for
semi-AFK in a lot of these flights with the AI, of course, you will possibly, you get more money. I'll show you how much more you actually get when we land, right? I'm starting to think people that do this, they don't need you to tell them to do anything. They're a buckled. They're just doing all the stuff that they should. So if they are napping and all that, it's like really good for you because you have to talk to less passengers to get more money. But it's a nice, realistic thing. I am ranting a lot sometimes. I am sorry. I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss anything. But yeah, I think I said pretty much everything. Let me see. Oh yeah, so you would definitely want to make sure you adjust this stuff. Like, don't have tutorial turbulence on. Definitely not emergencies. Turn this off. These happen sometimes, not all the times. But if you're playing the game, make sure you do it. The AI cannot deal with these people. That's just how they're made. So make sure you don't do that. I definitely would suggest not having those. What was I saying? Having those on when you are when you're having the AI do it instead. Like, just turn off all emergency stuff. So right here, it says on time. Oh wait. Oh no, I thought this was the Alliance thing. This says on time, right? So you want to make sure you're always doing your looking up to see what. So as you can see, this isn't a bad amount of money, but look at that increase. I lost 19 extra dollars that I could have had. I made 89 the last time. So you could see if you really do care about it, and make sure you always leave on time. In this game, you leaving on time gets you a bonus. I make like pretty much 1.3 times more money. The money from leaving on time, and also I go over here and show you guys. They are just spotting in front of my face. Oh yeah, this is the person that's usually the quest giver that you want to talk to for the extra free sky bucks. You go here to see them. I don't know if the command event ones like that, but yeah, you go click on this. This is where the alliance is. Okay, I'm in one, and based off of the level, literally, I would love to know, like, a definition of why this says that much money. Because if I go to mine, right, it says here, you get 20% more for more time. Oh, 20% more time? That's not bad, but again, you want to keep this at, I'd say, like, level 3. I think possibly 4 or something might be the max. I'm not sure. But yeah, you pretty much just have to keep the level, it seems like you just have to do flights. It says remaining. This, I have honestly no idea. Like, there's some stuff in the Alliance that's kind of confusing. Doesn't really explain it. But if I look at me, like, I thought this is what you earn at the end of a certain period, but apparently not. You do get more benefits, so you want to make sure you keep doing this. I'd say if you ain't going to play the game much, probably don't join Alliance, just leave it. But yeah, it's good to at least be in one. You get a bonus as long as it's level 1. Like, you want to keep it higher level. You know, you have stuff to do, that's fine. You can always send me AFK in it. 50 people seems to be like the max for any. Yeah, the max for any. But yes, that is a thing to give you extra benefits. I think I got at level 2, you get everybody in it that does flights get more bonus money or something like that. You could possibly look it up, but being in one of them is really worth it. So if you guys did enjoy this, please leave a like. Let me know if I missed anything or you'd want to see another video on this. Let me know in the comments what you think. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't. It's free. You can always change your mind. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.